You ready?
Yep.
Well, Coach, are 19-3, undefeated in the WAC. Got two games this week. Talk about what you're expecting to see.
Well, hopefully we make some strides again in the next couple of days of practice, like we did last week. I thought that the bye last Thursday really helped us get back to some basics. Thought we had our best week of practice that we'd had in at least a month, and I thought it carried over into a pretty good performance. I thought that in looking at the film against UTA, I thought we were pretty sharp in a lot of areas. We're pretty close to spreading that thing out a few times. Didn't take advantage of a couple opportunities around the rim and a couple open threes. But overall, offensively, we were a little bit better against a really good defensive team. And defensively, I thought we were really good.
You got to talk about the crowd a little bit, how that invigorated the team.
Well, it's really rewarding for the program. It's just great for Louisiana Tech and for our kids that the numbers are starting to increase. And the ones that are coming have gotten a little bit louder, a little bit more energetic. And our kids, fortunately, have given them something to cheer for. And conversely, they've fed to our kids' energy level at times. And I thought that how loud and how energetic our crowd was early on really helped get us going the other night.
What do you think Michael did in that stretch where he had all those blocks? I mean, they must have just been intimidated because it was like a little 3-minute stretch and he had 3 blocks.
He just reached, and he's 6'8" and he's long. He's got a little bounce to him. He's gotten better with his timing. He's learned how to pick the spots a little bit better, and he's fouling a lot less than he was this time last year. So he's an elite shot blocker.
You mentioned some of the offense played better against obviously a very good defense. Anything specific that you saw that is better execution or anything there?
Yeah, I thought we used screens better. I thought that we set better screens. We got called for an illegal screen, which I think is a good sign. Maybe the first one we got called for all year, which tells you our guys are trying to give their bodies up and free up our cutters. I thought we made better decisions with the ball. We took better shots. And, when you're playing against a team that's that good defensively, sometimes when you're offensively challenged, you'll take 37% from the field.
What are you guys doing attacking the bucket? I know you always said that you wanted to be aggressive offensively, so what do you think you guys did well in Saturday to attack the bucket and get to the free throw line so many times?
Well, I thought we were pretty good on the offensive glass, and our guards are really good coming off ball screens. That's our biggest strength offensively. We're not going to physically overpower you in the paint, and we're a streaky shooting team, as everyone knows. So our staple has got to be attacking off the bounce and driving through contact. UTA is very, very physical, and I thought that we made the officials call some fouls like you're supposed to if you're good at getting to the rim.
How much of this is mental, what these kids are going through and being able to sustain this?
Heck, I think it's 90% mental right now in terms of, again, how we're handling this success. That's why, we're trying to simplify it, and we're trying to take it one day at a time and one opponent at a time. And, today the biggest objective will be to just simply get better, have a great practice, and continue to improve our shooting percentages and our offensive execution and maintain what we're doing defensively.
Kids are going to be kids. They're going to see the bracketology and the bubble watch and all that good stuff. Do you kind of like them to see that and to notice that if you keep doing what you're doing, then that becomes a reality instead of just hearsay?
Yeah, whether they're hearing about it or looking at it, that's on them, and I'm trying not to worry about it. I have learned in the past month not to talk to them about it. The big picture is a little bit too much for our guys right now. Again, to me, it's as simple as Texas San Antonio coming in here. How can we get better throughout the week to have carryover to play well against them, and how do we fix some areas that were deficiencies for us down at their place?
What are some of the deficiencies that you're working on to fix the second time out against them? We
struggle to really guard them off the bounce. They're the one team in our league. It's really a tough matchup for us, to be honest. I know it sounds crazy because they hadn't had a ton of success in the win-loss column, but they've played a lot of teams very close. They're very capable. Brooks Thompson does a great job. Their guards are really good. I think they have the best 1-2 scoring punch in the league with their 1 and their 2 getting 18 and 16 respectively. They're very hard to guard off the bounce, and they spread you with 4 or 5 guards. We can't overpressure them like we can other teams. Most teams we can, with our guard play, out quick you and turn you over, and have an advantage in that quickness department. Well, heck, these guys they got 5 guards out there a bunch of minutes of the game. So we'll have to contain the bounce better, slow those 2 scorers down. We got to find a way to get interior scoring because, again, their strength is their perimeter, offensively and defensively. They're a little bit harder for us to drive than these bigger teams that may be a little bit less quick than UTSA. So whether it's off post-ups or getting it to the rim off the bounce or off offensive rebounds, we have to find a way to score in the paint against a smaller team.
Are you noticing any difference in the way the kids are arriving here at the TAC for a game when they can hear kind of a buzz out there, when they go through warm-ups and they see more fannies than they do empty seats?
Mm-hmm.
And does that translate into, what you want to see out of these kids?
Yeah, I think so. Our pep has been a little bit better, I guess in pregame and in the routine as the kids are leaving the floor and they come back to the locker room one more time. After we started this little winning streak, you can tell a difference that leaving the court, they felt a little bit more enthusiasm out there. They're a little bit eager to tune me out and get back out on the floor and finish warm-ups, finish those layup lines looking pretty. And I thought that I think that overall we've gotten off to pretty good starts as of late with our energy level. It doesn't always translate with how we execute and how we carry out scouting reports, but there's no doubt that our fan base has really helped us in the TAC, in the past month.
You surprised by that after what you knew you came into, and that fan apathy was, pretty strong around here, if you can have strong apathy, I guess. But, the fact that it was a pretty apathetic, crowd here.
I'm not surprised that they're coming out. I think that we have a proud fan base. I am a little bit surprised how quickly it's turned. I'm really proud of our guys in terms of again how quickly it's changed. We're halfway through our second season here, and it's rewarding. It's a testament to the way that I think our kids play. That I think our fans appreciate, win or lose, that our kids leave it on the floor.
What are you telling your kids about playing in the month of February since you guys just had a game? Just getting through that difficult month, the fact that the season's closing down, you really have to become the best team that you want to be right now.
Again, I hate to. It might not be what you're looking for, but we're trying to keep big picture out of it. We're really just focusing on today and maybe the next couple days, definitely the next game. Today's all going to be all about how do we get better today and UTSA, and really that's it. I think a lot of this is trial and error, and with this group, it's I've learned over the past month that what you talk to them about, you can learn from, and I think that the times we've talked big picture too much, I don't think that we've played really well. I don't want to put too much pressure on our kids' shoulders. I want them simply to have fun, improve, work, and think about the next opponent.
So having said that, like when you talk about shooting, you said you guys are really streaky. So
Yeah.
how do you praise them for when they're playing well, but still not be too big picture about, okay, we got to fix this?
Sure, we're playing well. We're playing very, very hard, which is most important. These are our constants. These are the things that we can control. But here are some areas we can continue to get better, and we'll show the UTA film today in terms of missed opportunities we had, open threes, missed opportunities around the rim that we didn't finish, missed free throws. And then, of course, a few defensive assignments that we could have controlled a little bit better. So, we try to be honest with them as much as possible and real with them that, hey, we're on a nice little run here, but we're not an NCAA tournament team today. We hope to be in a month, so let's get better.
You mentioned the interior scoring. A guy like a Kaiser, Lewis, Massey, what types of improvements are they making, maybe in the post-up or offensive glass?
Well, we put those guys through individual development stuff every day. We beat them up with pads. They get a bunch of reps with their back to the basket, with trying to draw fouls. And then we do other drills where we try to get them more touches in practice and try to again improve their skill level and their confidence level.
If somebody